this is what Gabe and I went through. This site, which is Service Master, is how he liked or would like theirs to work. And basically what he said was this picture that you see in the background, the girl doing the dishes and dad watching, would be a picture that they would pick. You know, it might be their trucks, or it could be a particular project they worked on, or a particular vehicle that they use for specific uses. But it would fade in and fade out about every 30 seconds. And along the top, you have the navigation buttons for the different parts of their business. Well, they'd want to have careers, investors, because they want to try and franchise what they're doing. A media center, which would have videos and pictures. Their brands would be more like their services, so that would cover all of the various services that they have. And then an About Us would give bios. And then down at the bottom, there's more of the same, maybe even more. Like this says franchising opportunities, and there's a Contact Us and investors. These are some of the same things, not all the same things, because they don't all apply, because they don't need gift cards and things like that. So this would be kind of the layout that they have agreed they all like and would like to see this new website have. They're saying that it would be about 30 pages. That would be the structure. So we would base our proposal would be based on 30 pages. They provide all the content, pictures, any graphical pieces we need, they would provide. We would load them, format them, make sure they fit the pages and are in the appropriate places. They would provide us with the bios. They'd provide us with pictures of the people who are having bios. You know, all the things that we would need to stuff into the site, they would provide us. Now, I said to him, what if what you're providing us with could be better worded, or we would feel like the content doesn't have the right type of keyword density so that we can get the organic search to work? And he said, this is what Gabe said. Hey, we know our industry really well, and I'm not sure we're comfortable with the idea of someone who doesn't know our industry writing our content. And I said, well, we wouldn't write your content. We would take your content that you've written and rewrite it in a way that would make it keyword optimized and more interesting for people to read. And I sensed that he felt like maybe I was indicating that they are not going to be very good at writing content. He doesn't understand, he didn't seem to understand, that content doesn't mean you just write a bunch of sterile words on a page about your service, and that's going to in itself help someone understand what they need to know about your business. You know, I was trying to explain to him that content needs to engage from the beginning to the end, so that someone does want to read your stuff, does want to research your site. Otherwise, if it's just yawn, boring, oh brother, this is, you know, so sterile and dry, it's not going to even fit the approach you're taking, which is this, you know, big picture of your company and all these cool things about your business, and then it's a bunch of sterile, you know, stagnant words. Anyways, we're going to build this without rewriting the content. Now, once they give us the content, if we look at the content, we say, you know, we can put this content in, or we can have this reworded. It's going to cost X amount of dollars to copyright, to do the copywriting for each of these pages using your content. That would be a kind of a step up, and I wouldn't worry about putting that initially in. What we're going to go in is skinny, to say we're going to do the 30 pages. We'll load your content, your pictures, your media stuff. We'll build this site. It'll be something that you can upload pictures to, videos to, new content if so be. But we're not going to have a blog in here. And I had talked to them about blogging, and they really want to do social media stuff, but that's going to be the next phase. I don't want to bring it into this and you know, open up a can of worms there. That's going to be the next part of what we would consult them on, is how to build a strong media, social media platform for getting eyes and ears of people in the various companies that they're trying to reach out to. So this initial one will be 30 pages, the keyword research for each of the services, which they're going to provide us the types of services that they would have. He says about 20 services. So we would keyword research all 20 of those services so that we can put together a proper search engine optimization, keyword density type of research, so that the site will show up if they are willing to spend the money it takes to make the site relevant to the search engines. I told them, if you want to show up, it isn't something you just kind of write stuff and then search engines are going to say, oh, look, these guys wrote this, let's put them on the first page. I said it's going to take a massaging of this, and you're going to have to keep refreshing your content, and you're going to have to put in some blogging, and there's going to take adding video here and there, and maybe some vlogging, some video blogging, different things, and then engagement that you're going to make on the different platforms that social media is running on to have the links coming in to drive this site's organic visibility on the first page of the various services that you want to show up under. But it's not going to happen just because we made a website. And he understood that. So this is what they're looking at. This site, 30 pages, keyword research done, set up, and probably each page optimized so that the keywords are in the page. Keyword density for the content, well, we can't do anything about that if they're writing the content. But in the beginning, we're just going to let them write the content so that we can put it into the site, and then we can talk to them about the idea of making it more passionate, interesting, and compelling for someone to read the content and move through the site. So this is the basics, and then we're going to move from the basics to a more elaborate program. I think once we're sitting down with them in that meeting, and we're presenting them with the skinny program, 30-page site, keywords research done, a day's worth of video shooting, a day's worth of editing, and that package is put together, and we say, okay, this is what that would be, and then we show them that we more than deliver on that. There's so much. These guys, he said to me, we are busting at the seams. We're so busy, and we're not even marketing or doing anything right. So he said, once we start doing things right, it's going to get even busier. So we want to make sure that we do things right and that we're showing up in all the right places so that we can, possibly start doing the franchising of our system in various states. So they got big plans, and I'd love to be a part of it. So that's basically what our discussion was, and what we need to put together is a proposal. Once I have that, we can call and schedule our appointment, even if we don't have the proposal put together yet. If we can just say, okay, yeah, you understand what we want to do, then I'll schedule our appointment, and then we'll work on getting this proposal ready for that appointment and how we want to present it together. Okay? So that's basically how it works, and I'm going to shoot this over to you, and call me if you have any questions.